You know, since the different times.
Welcome.
You know about the
Oh Lord.
Yes, that's a whole nother
Welcome to,
The cup say pussy juice.
I guess,
Is it
the
actual
beginning
pussy
of
juice you drinking? That ain't none of my business.
my journey.
What we got over here on this
Um,
table? First, how you doing?
I've been wanting to
I'm
do
good.
videos and podcasts and all kinds of things for a long time. And I've been procrastinating. That's it. I've been procrastinating. And what I mean by procrastinating, I've been saying, I got to clean up the house before I start the podcast. I got to clear off the table so I can set up my podcast equipment before I start the podcast. I got to write out some material for what I want to talk about on the podcast, not knowing that these are episodes that I can talk about on my podcast. Y'all get what I'm saying? When I listen to different podcasts, they be talking wild shit. They be talking educational shit. They just be talking pure shit. Sometimes it's like a podcast ain't nothing but talking to yourself or talking to people, just having a conversation. The news is a podcast, if you think about it. But, like I said in the beginning, this is the beginning of my journey. I wouldn't say I want to be famous. Of course, I want famous money. But I want to get myself out there. Because, like all of us, we think that, damn, I'm funny. Or, I'm good at doing this. Why people don't know my name? Because you're not letting people know your name. You're not getting yourself out there. You ashamed of putting yourself out there, or you scared of putting yourself out there because you think people are going to judge you. That's me. I'm recording this video, and I don't know if I'm going to put this video out, but I'm recording it because I want it out there. But I don't know if I'm going to put it out. With that being said, I keep looking around because my baby's right there. It's my daughter. With that being said, stop thinking about what the next person got to say about you. Stop thinking about the next person judging you. You are the judge of yourself. You are your own judge, jury, and executioner. You are your own judge, jury, and executioner. And right now, sad to say, I'm in the execution stage. Sad to say, I judged myself. I allowed others to judge me. I was my own jury. I pled guilty. And now I'm in the execution stage, meaning that I fucked up. I fucked myself over, and now like I have nothing to turn to. I locked myself behind closed doors. I'm locked up in a solitary confinement because I thought people would think less of me if I do this, or people might think, oh, she trying to do this, or she want to do that, or she ain't this, or she too that. Fuck people. Point blank period. Fuck people. Now I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to put this video out, but if I put it out, I'm going to put it on Facebook and I'm going to put it on YouTube. But I'm thinking to myself, and here I go again, being my judge, jury, and executioner. Thinking, damn, people not going to watch this video. Oh well. 2 years from now, somebody going to see this video and be like, this bitch talking some shit. It don't happen immediately, but it'll happen. And when it happens, you're going to be like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because some things I've prayed for in my life. Look at my baby looking at me. Hello, gorgeous. And she laughed. Quick little story. My husband called me and said he's on his way home from work. As soon as he called me, she woke up. She was sleeping all morning. As soon as he called me, she woke up like, oh, Daddy's on his way home? Well, let me get ready. I just fed her. I changed her pamper. I'm about to put on some nice clothes on her, freshen her up. So when Daddy comes and takes his shower, because he works construction, when Daddy comes in and takes his shower, he can hold her up and smell up a nice baby. But I had to make this quick video. But yes, going back to what I was saying, I'm here thinking people not going to watch it. It doesn't happen immediately. And when it happens, because it will happen, when it happens, you're just going to be stuck on stupid like, oh shit, I got what I asked for. This apartment that I'm living in right now at this very moment, these floors, these walls, this ceiling, everything that's in this apartment, I prayed for years ago. Sometimes we forget our prayers. Sometimes we forget, oh shit, I prayed for this. And look. Did you thank God for it? Or whoever you pray to? Or whoever you worship for it? Because when I tell y'all I prayed for this apartment, I prayed hard for this apartment. Not this particular apartment, but I prayed to find a place of my own. I was living with my mom. We had a 2-bedroom apartment. Everything was good, but sometimes our head clash, and eventually you're going to want your own space. I met my husband 10, almost 11 years ago. It was a whole lot of shit going on, and sometimes my mom didn't want him there for reasons unknown. That's a whole side story. I prayed and asked God to get me out of the situation that I was in and put me in a better situation. I prayed and asked God to find me an apartment where I could live with my son, because I had a child. I had my son at that time. I have a 16-year-old son and a 2-month-old daughter. I prayed and asked for these things. I must have prayed for it back in 2010 and continuously prayed for it. And I eventually got it. In 2018, I moved into my apartment. It's a 1-bedroom apartment, granted, but still, it's mine. I prayed for this. I asked God for this, and it came through. Like I said, you may not get it immediately, but when it comes, look back on it and say, I prayed for this. Thank you, God. I was in the shower a couple days ago, and I was like, so many things you prayed for. And it's coming true. So many things you prayed for that's coming true. You prayed to God to find an apartment, and you're in your own apartment. Like, I was reflecting and thinking, remember when you used to be going head to head with your mother, saying, damn, I can't wait to get out of this shit. I can't wait to have my own place. Now look at you in your own place, paying your own bills. May not come immediately, but when it comes, make sure you thank whoever you thank. Make sure you thank whoever you pray to. Make sure you're thankful. I was about to say that I started this podcast last year during the pandemic because I was going through a lot of mental issues. Like, I was having a lot of mental issues that I didn't want to talk to nobody about. I don't have a therapist. I want to start therapy. But I didn't want to talk to nobody about it because I feel like if I talk to people, they're going to throw it back in my face, which they have. And I feel like starting a podcast would help me get my emotions out, if I'm making sense. Starting a podcast would help me in the situation that I'm in. Starting a podcast would help me to express myself the way I wouldn't be able to with people that I feel like I can't trust. Even though I'm putting my business out there sometimes on my podcast, and people are probably listening and judging me, I'm not sitting face to face with someone that I know and think that I can trust and saying, sometimes I feel like smashing the TV because I'm mad. sometimes I want to talk to people about different things that I'm going through, but I can't. But I decided in my podcast, even if I sit down and talk to myself about something, talk to myself because I'm recording the podcast. Even if I sit down and record the podcast, I'm getting what's inside out. And somebody somewhere around the world is going to be able to relate to my podcast and be like, I know exactly what she's talking about because I went through the same shit. Somebody might reach out to me and want to be interviewed, or somebody might reach out to me and be like, yo, keep doing what you're doing. I like your podcast because this is what I went through. And I told somebody else to listen to it. Yes, baby. You got to think positively when you're putting yourself out there. You got to think what you're putting out there is not out there yet. You got to think nobody has ever done this before. Like Super Sent, creator and owner and founder of the Crayon Case makeup, the makeup line. It don't matter if you selling lipstick and your homegirl selling lipstick and your homeboy selling lipstick. Their product is not your product. That's not what she said word for word. But their product is not your product. Their product may have a shade of red that you don't have. Her product might have a shade of red that your product don't have. His product might have a shade of blue that your product don't have. Your product may have a shade of purple that each of their products don't have. And that's what the top selling product will be. It don't matter if it's lipstick, sell that shit. It don't matter if it's a pen, sell that shit. And I keep doubting myself. Now I'm literally having a realization right now that I should have been doing things with my life. I should have been doing things that I wanted to do because who am I not to? Fenty, Crayon Case, Sephora, all these places, all these people sell makeup. They may not sell the same makeup. They may not sell the same lipstick. They may not even sell the same. Of course, they don't sell the same products. But they all align in the same thing. They're all They're all in the same, I don't know what word to use. They're all under the same category. They're all under the same category. Are they all multi-million-dollar companies? Yes, the fuck they are. If you want to do something, go ahead and fucking do it. Not illegal. Stop doubting yourself. Stop thinking about what people are going to think about you. Stop thinking about what people are going to say about you. Fuck them. Either they're mad they can't do what you're doing, or they want to get on board and they're procrastinating like you, or they're afraid that people judge them the way you're afraid that people judge you. I'm doing this video and I feel like I'm talking a lot of shit, but I feel like I'm making sense. And I feel like this is going to reach the right person and somebody's going to be like, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. This is what I want to do. Look at me. People put up YouTube videos. I have no bra on. Look at my titties. No bra. My bed ain't made. My daughter got on her pamper and her onesie. My room is a mess. This is what I'm recording. This is the real things the podcast, the name of my podcast is Troll the World. And when I tell y'all I record my podcast on my phone, before I bought some equipment, I recorded my podcast on my phone and uploaded it. And in the background, y'all gonna hear the fan, y'all gonna hear the TV, y'all gonna hear my son and my husband talking, y'all gonna hear the ambulance, y'all gonna hear a whole lot of noise. I'm not editing it because that's what's happening in my background. That's what's happening in the real world. People edit shit that doesn't need to be edited. Yes, eventually I'm probably gonna be able to edit my podcast and, have a bigger platform, which I'm praying and hoping that my platform grows. God, from my mouth to your ears, I pray that it had happened soon. Eventually, when my platform grows big enough, I'm going to have somebody helping me to edit it, or I'll probably learn by then and edit it myself. Edit videos. Hell, I'll have probably my own YouTube channel. I'll probably be on TV in the next year with the content that I have and the content that I put out. God, again, from my mouth to your ears, I pray. These planes are flying a bit too low for comfort. This is the fourth one I heard fly past, sounding like it touched the roof of the building. Come on now. But anyway, put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Real or fake, put yourself out there. I cared too much about what people say and stopped. I'm stopping today. That's it. Sometimes I talk to my husband and I feel like, damn, I feel like he's judging me, and I know he's not. And I ask him sometimes, like, I feel like they're judging me, and he'd be like, no, I'm listening to you. I'm with you. That's just me projecting, and that's just me thinking negatively. He supports me. He supports the fuck out of me. But me thinking negatively, thinking that, oh, he probably judges me. He probably don't like this. Thinking what people think about you. Thinking what people feel about you. Stop that shit. Put yourself out there. I gotta stop now because my daughter's crying. Obviously, y'all hearing her. But I think I may put this video out. Follow me on TikTok. Kimron6. I believe it's a 6 at the end. Follow me on Instagram, Kimori. Or Kimori6, I think. I can't even remember my freaking tag names on social media. Follow me on Facebook, Kimberly Champion. I got a lot more to say. Listen to my podcast. It's called Troll the World. You can hear it on Anchor.fm. You can hear it on Spotify. It's available on Spotify. But yeah, do that shit. Do your shit. Put yourself out there. Stop thinking what people think about you. Say bye to y'all. All right. I love y'all. Thank you.